Rock, percent off collector, and we're here with another Transformers unboxing and review. And today we're going to be looking at the Transformers Legacy United Deluxe Robots in Disguise 2015 Universe Strong Arm. Ooh, that's a mouthful. I was able to pick this figure up at Ross, which if you guys don't have a Ross, I'm sorry, but some of you guys have Ollie's. We don't have Ollie's out here in Seattle, so we got to go with Ross. But every once in a while you get a cool one like this. I was able to get this for, I think it was $5.99 or $6.99. I think their Transformers are $6.99. And so this is cool. I mean, I like a lot of Transformers, but I do have a thing about collecting not only women action figures, but also female type Transformers like RC, Alita 1, and so on. So when I saw this on sale, I was going to pick it up probably either way, but the fact that it fits that thing that I'm going with is pretty cool. Looks pretty simple as far as the transformation and stuff like that. Of course, I'm going to be still just doing it quickly using movie magic because unfortunately I still suck at transforming. So let's see what we got here. We got the figure here in its plastic prison. I already did a little bit of cutting, so I'm trying to make these videos a little quicker. And this is more like about me just enjoying the figure and stuff like that. You know, obviously I know that people who are following Transformers news and stuff like that, you know, there's a lot of great YouTubers out there that get the information very quickly, and I watch them too, and I appreciate that. So my thing is just my exploration of what I enjoy when I collect these figures. And I guess my spin on it is that I'm usually one of the last people to get things because I'm looking for a deal. And, you know, sometimes you do get the FOMO if you're waiting for a deal, but I accept that because I like getting the deals. It's exciting to me. I guess how some people look for grails, I look for deals. And if I can get a deal on a grail, man, that's awesome. So just really quick here, it does come with the instructions. Of course, obviously you guys have seen this. Doesn't look like it's too difficult. Like I said, on the back of the box it said what, 15 steps. So nothing crazy here with this line. I actually have done other videos from the universe line, so kind of used to that style. It does seem like it's a little bit, you know, less to it than some of the other lines, but I got no problem with that. I still think it actually looks cool, especially in the robot mode. So this thing is wrapped pretty well. Like this was like thick wrapped around with this. So you have two pieces here. So obviously these are supposed to be the top part, you know, for like the lights, because it's a law enforcement vehicle, and then the weapon here. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's look at the figure itself. So as I said, this kind of has more of that child look. I admit I only watched a little bit of Robots in Disguise, so I'm not that familiar. Now, of course, I've seen the YouTube on the basics for Transformers, so I do know about Strong Arm from that. So that's how I was like, oh, if I ever see it on sale, I'm going to get it. So I can already see some parts here of where you transform it, but it looks pretty cool. And I like the fact that, you know, these are one of the figures that they didn't actually have to make, quote, female parts. It's just, you know, it's just like, hey, this is a robot that identifies as female, and I think that's pretty cool. So I mean, you can already see it. It pretty much already looks like it's very easy to get into robot mode. So very simple. But as far as the movement, you do got the bends at, I guess, the elbow area. So that's cool. And then let's see. So you can rotate this pretty much all the way around. It kind of gets a little caught up back here, but that's nothing big deal. Then you can also, so I guess with this kind of, I'm not sure, like, if it's supposed to be like that to give, no, because then, no, it could be like that, yeah. So I guess it's like this. I guess it could be either, because at first I thought it would get in the way like that, but you see you get that swivel here. But either way, it looks like it has the possibility to bump into either back here, or when this is up, it can back here. I kind of like this look. Kind of looks like more mean like that, right? Like having it like that. And looking at some of the pictures, I've seen both. I was looking at on Hasbro's site, And they do have it down like that, so I guess that makes sense because it gives more of the arm movement. Let's see, same thing with the hands, so that's cool. You can rotate the hands all around. With the legs, you could do almost like a full Jean-Claude Van Damme. Shout out to Captain Kyle with that. And then you got the bend at the knees. You can turn and rotate a little bit here. Not fully, but that's fine. And then you got, not really. You can't really do anything here with the feet, ankles. Not that I can see. And then you do have the waist turn. So that's cool. So yeah, I mean, pretty simple. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Let's get the gun in hand. Alright, so yeah, so get a little pose there. I mean, I'm terrible at posing. I mean, most of my Instagram shots are like very basic, but and the falling down part is me because here there's a little bit of a rise in there. I gotta straighten that out, but it does stand fine. It's just that this is slightly off of being even. Then looks like back here, here's just looking. There you go. That snaps in nice. So I mean, that's pretty much it as far as robot mode. So let's transform it and then see how it looks in vehicle mode. All right, and here we are in its vehicle mode, and it's pretty cool. It's kind of like almost like an off-road type police car. And I mean, it definitely does have like an armor look to it. So it looks like, you know, stronger than, I guess, like your basic one. It looks like it could almost be like a military, like SWAT type vehicle. But as I said, I didn't see the show, so maybe there's an in-world explanation as to why. And the weapon can basically go back here, or it can also go pretty much any of these holes on the side here. So it can go on the side, but I kind of like the idea of it's on the back. So I really like the lights on that here. Like well, they don't light up obviously, but I just like the way it looks. So it kind of looks like a truck, like almost like a squeezed down Humvee, because it almost has that Humvee look, but it's just not as stacked. It's like it's got that low end in the cockpit area. It's kind of cool. Now obviously underneath is like hello, like right there staring at the floor. And I've seen these designs before as far as Transformers of this type, but still good. And as I said, the transformation wasn't that difficult. It's just that I'm just pretty terrible. So again, thanks to EMGO 316 for help on transforming this, and it was really quick. And as you can see, even with my lack of skill, everything snaps in pretty well. So I'm really enjoy that. So honestly, this probably would have been something that I would have looked for when it was regular price, because I think, like, even looking on Hasbro Pulse, like, let me just check. I mean, I'm doing this at the end of August 2025, and it shows an MSRP of $24.99. I mean, I wouldn't pay that. That's just me. I mean, would I pay it if it was like $9.99 at Ross, or maybe even $14.99? Yeah, I could do that. But $6.99, I think, man, I actually think I paid $5.99 from Ross. So if you see this at a discount store, DD's, Ross, Ollie's, anything like that, I mean, it's definitely a pickup, and it's great. It's gonna go great next to my other female Transformers. So I really enjoyed buying this, and I enjoyed doing this little video for you. And if you enjoyed watching this, please consider giving us the likes, you know, the comments, all that stuff. I do like talking to everyone. I answer all the questions I can, and we are less than 400 subscribers away from that coveted 1,000. So if you really like me, please consider subbing, because I got videos coming out at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. But until next time, remember the phrase that pays: no discount, no deal. Catch you next time.